slippery, sloppy, out of control. Are you tired of missing inputs and getting killed? Then you need flight control. Flight control is the newest craze that's sweeping the nation. It simply replaces your standard switch cover with one designed for you. No more one size fits all. Take control with flight control. What's the matter, champ? Can't hit your shots? You need flight control. With flight control, every shot is on target. Flight control.
Placing your joystick hat switch cover may result in improved accuracy, mild superiority over your squad mates.
Hey guys, if that isn't worth a like and subscribe, I don't know what is. I'm Oddjob Entertainment. Let's talk about hat switch covers. Most joysticks today have a combination of hat switches with an analog stick somewhere on the unit. If you don't know, hat switches are directional, usually with a up, down, left, right, and center click. Analog sticks are omnidirectional and usually have a center click option as well. In the case of our pricey sim gear, these can be assigned to all kinds of functions in games. However, an issue arises from these sticks' attempts to emulate real life. Sitting in a fighter jet, the kinds of hat switch covers that you see on sticks today would not feel out of place. But what makes sense for a real pilot doesn't always make sense for a sim pilot. A key feature of these new hat switch covers is an emphasis on directionality. If a hat switch moves in 4 directions, that should be clear just by looking at the control. If in the case of an analog stick it can move in all directions, that should be clear too. So besides just allowing a higher degree of customization, these hat switch covers enhance the feel of the stick by communicating clearly how it is supposed to be used. But since not everyone is going to like the same thing I do, that's why I made 48 different iterations. They vary in levels of directionality, height of the stick, and a wide variation of patterns to pick from. So you might end up with a totally different combination from myself, but you'll still definitely find one that works for you. Okay, great. How do I get them for myself? If you already have a 3D printer, you can purchase the pack off my Things profile and print them. If you don't have a printer though, I've got you covered. I sell commercial licenses for everything on my Things page, and the users that have purchased one are linked in the Discord under the Suppliers channel. I do it this way for a couple reasons. First is that being a supplier and a distributor could be a full-time job. I already have a full-time job, so the required overhead of printing inventory and handling distribution wouldn't allow me to do a good job. I'm also much more invested in coming up with new ways to make sim gear better. If I had to worry about distribution on top of that, that would take a lot of time away from what I actually enjoy. So instead, I rely on people buying licenses to sell my designs or print them for themselves. If you have a printer, buying the file pack from me on Things is the most direct form of support for the channel. But if not, buying it from a licensed distributor still allows me to focus on the things I like most, coming up with cool mods to make our rigs better. If you're interested in becoming a supplier, the process is very easy. Simply buy a license subscription and send me your details on Discord, where buyers can find your store. Our top supplier, Morris Direct, was able to buy a resin printer, pay it off, and continue making a profit back when the only licensed product was just the V2 trigger mod. So there's definitely potential here. I'm not going to try and sell you too hard, there's definitely money to be had, but the biggest element for me is how it directly helps the channel fund bigger projects down the road. Speaking of bigger projects, we are steadily making progress towards a split trigger mod for the Virpil Constellation Alpha sticks. Oh, that's a mouthful. In our weekly stream, every Friday at 8 p.m. MST, we've been working on a V3 trigger mod for the VKB Gladiator sticks. The aim is to address the critiques from users of the product and make it the best version yet, with enhanced tactile control, more refined movement, easier tuning, and a lot more. The lessons learned on the V3 for the VKB will carry directly into the Virpil edition of the mod. The only hangup has been shipping. Virpil notoriously has a lengthy backorder period. When I originally ordered the sticks back in October, The estimated delay was 8 weeks, so I fully expected to have the sticks in hand by now. That's not the case. They're now expected to be here around the middle of January, so we'll take the extra time to make sure the trigger mod on the VKB stick is mint before trying to carry it to the Virpil sticks, whenever they actually get here. So unfortunately, I will not be hitting my original goal of having these released by the end of the year, but rest assured, when the Virpil edition of the mod does release, it will be the best one yet. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss a future video. If you have the means to do so, channel members are greatly appreciated and directly help support the channel. Orbital Bombardiers and above get a special mention in each and every video that we do. Thank you, John Best and the Prime, for your financial contributions. Other than that, this is Odd Job Entertainment, signing off.